All right, let's take a look at this application problem. This is in the section Applications for Quadratic Equations. So first, read the problem. The longer leg of a right triangle is 3 more than the shorter leg. The hypotenuse is 6 more than the shorter side. Find all 3 sides of the triangle. Okay, now what kind of a triangle is this? It is a right triangle. So we read the problem. I think I know what they're asking. Let's draw a diagram. Here's a right triangle. I know it's a right triangle because it has a right angle on it. And what are they giving us about this, right? Here's my hypotenuse, that's the longer side. I'll call this one the shorter leg, and I'll call this one the longer leg. The longer leg is 3 more than the shorter leg. So what do I know about this shorter leg down here? Nothing. I'm going to call this x. Now the longer leg, right here, is 3 more than the shorter leg. Well, how do I show that? This is x plus 3. 3 more than the shorter leg. All right, and what do they tell me about the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 6 more than the shorter side. Okay, so here's the hypotenuse. It's going to be x plus 6. 6 more. Now, I plug this into the Pythagorean theorem. Let me remind you of that. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. And c has to be the hypotenuse, right? This has to be c over here. And let's plug it in. A squared, okay? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, what's my a? A and b doesn't really matter. They're going to be the legs. Doesn't matter if I put this one as a or this one as b, you'll get the same thing. So I will call this one a, I'll call this one b, and I'll call this one c. So a squared is x squared. B squared is x plus 3 squared. C squared is x plus 6 squared. All right, now I have my equation. I'm ready for the next step. Let's use our mathematics. X squared, well, that's just x squared, plus x plus 3 squared. Well, I have to FOIL this out. Okay, it's going to be x plus 3 times x plus 3. I cannot just call this x squared plus 9. That's not right. When in doubt, write it out. And this over here is going to be x plus 6 times x plus 6. I need to FOIL that out. All right, x squared plus, let's FOIL it. First 2, x squared. Outer 2, 3x. Inner 2, 3x. Last 2, plus 9. Equals, let's FOIL this one. First 2, x squared. Outer 2, plus 6x. Inner 2, plus 6x. Last 2, plus 36. By the way, my son has been laughing about FOIL for a week now. All right, I distributed. Now let's combine like terms. On the left-hand side, like terms. X squared plus x squared, that is 2x squared. 3x plus 3x plus 6x. Drop down the plus 9. On the right-hand side, x squared comes down. 6x plus 6x is 12x. And drop down the plus 36. Is this a quadratic equation? Sure looks so to me. If it's a quadratic equation, we need to get it equal to 0. I want to get rid of everything on this side. I want to get rid of all of them. So to get rid of an x squared, minus x squared. To get rid of a plus 12x, minus 12x. And to get rid of a plus 36, minus 36. Now if I do these 3 steps to the right, I need to do those 3 steps to the left. Minus x squared, minus 12x, minus 36. And let's see what happens. Let's do the right-hand side first. Right-hand side, x squared plus x squared, 0. 12x minus 12x, 0. 36 minus 36, 0. So on the right-hand side, I have 0. Is that what I want when I'm solving a quadratic equation? Yep. Left-hand side, 2x squared minus 1x squared. Well, that's going to be x squared. 6x minus 12x, minus 6x. 9 minus 36. What's 9 minus 36? Negative 27. Is that right? Let me check that. Calculator, 9 minus 36 equals, that's it. Now I factor. This is an easy one. It starts with a 1. I go to my 2 binomials, x and x. 2 numbers that multiply to give me 27 and subtract to give me 6. 9 times 3. So it's going to be a 9 and a 3. My signs are different. The larger one is negative. So this one gets the minus, this one gets the plus. Set every factor equal to 0. X minus 9 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. Solve all linear equations. I'm going to move it up here. X minus 9 equals 0. Add 9 on both sides. X equals 9. X plus 3 equals 0. Subtract 3 from both sides. X equals negative 3. I have 2 possible answers. I've solved for x. That's what this one is. Is it possible that the length of a side is a negative 3? Nope, not possible. So this can't be my answer. This is my answer. X is 9. Let's check it, right? It makes sense. X equals 9. All right, well, what would this one be equal to? What would B be equal to? 9 plus 3 equals 12. And what would the hypotenuse be? Well, that is 9 plus 6, which equals 15. All right. They may ask you for what's the shortest side. You tell them 9. If they're asking what's the longer side, you tell them 12. If they ask you what's the hypotenuse, you tell them 15. In this case, it's find all 3 sides. Can you check this? Yeah. Square this one. And square this one, right? 81 plus 144. Square that one. It's going to be the same thing.